What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Spectator Sports Podcast. My name is Julian. I am here with Kin, the man, the myth, the glasses wearing legend. He's doing his little dancey dance. What's going on, brother? Welcome in. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays.
Happy Thanksgiving to you and happy Thanksgiving to everyone that decides to tune in and watch us every week. We appreciate you a lot. Julian,
Sure. Yes, sir.
you know only the coolest people in the world wear sunglasses inside with a pink light bulb above them, right?
Dude, you know what's super crazy about that? I heard the coolest guy in the world does it exact same thing with some Pokemon plushies behind him. You know what I'm saying? So we'll flick up for the one time.
Oh, what a start. What is this? I don't even know. What are we starting with? Lead the way.
Yeah, so we got a lot of great games that happened this weekend, and we're going to talk a little bit about the NFL. We got a cool new segment for you guys today that we'll get into in a little bit, but I do want to start today with a PSA for one particular owner of a franchise, Mr. Jim Irsay. I want you to know, I hope the rest of your holidays stink, you suck, and I don't like you. Just want that to be known. You're not prejudiced against. You're a very, very wealthy man that, quite frankly, I don't care about all the drugs you do. I don't care about all the rehab you've gone through. And you look like Sid the Sloth from Ice Age. You are not prejudiced against. We don't care that you're rich and you're white. We just don't like you because you're bad at your job and you haven't won a championship without Peyton Manning ever. So get better at it before you croak. And that's it. You stink. Let's go on to the next topic. I wanted to start off hot because just dude comes out with some irrational statements about how he feels prejudiced against when he's just been the pinnacle of the American society for so long. And it's just not true. And anything you feel might be prejudiced, it's just not true. You've been given every opportunity in the world.
Yeah, a PSA to add on to your PSA. If you're a rich white billionaire, we probably do not feel bad for you.
Ever,
Took off the
actually.
glasses for that one. Took off the
Yeah,
glasses.
there's a really good chance we don't. And I mean, there's obviously circumstances and all that. But
yeah. But like,
yeah. We're not just like fully eat the rich. We're eat this dude because he sucks. Specifically.
valid.
He's not good. I don't like
And
him.
he's not good
And
at
shout out
sucking
to
either.
at all.
Heard he uses teeth.
Dude, gums. Gums. We will absolutely move on from this. Listen, we had one of the best matchups we could have had in the NFL this week with the Eagles and the Chiefs on Monday Night Football. It was spotlighted by tush pushes, a Kelsey family reunion. Obviously, Taylor is in the house. We had Mama Kelsey's cookies, and we had Valdez Scantling with the drop of the year, which is funny because we had the drop of the year on Sunday with Quentin Johnson, and then it gets immediately blown up by MVS. And listen, if you're going to be a wide receiver in this league, that's a speedster. You get open a decent amount. And the two quarterbacks that you've played for are almost unanimously the two most talented quarterbacks of all time, in Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. And you're still below the league average in terms of a wide receiver. Go play in the CFL because this league isn't for you. You cost the Chiefs a game, and this was a great game. And it was rainy, and it was gross, and the Chiefs offense forgot how to play. And now we're stuck with this weird situation where Jalen Hurts is like the front runner for MVP, and he's hardly having a better season than Jordan Love. And I don't like that. I
don't like it at all. Dude, that game was weird. I remember I was looking at these teams and what they're good at, what they're bad at. The Chiefs are they're very good in the secondary. They're very good at stopping, pass stuff like that. The Eagles. I mean, I talked about this last week. The Eagles secondary can get cooked, and I'm like, oh, we could have a really fun dynamic of one team just smash mouth football, and then another team just absolutely aerating it and just going crazy. 30 points scored on both sides, and then we kind of got just that. Which, like you said, it was a good game, but I was expecting a lot more fireworks, a lot more fun there. And I posted on Twitter that, Patrick Mahomes, he can only carry stinkers for so long. Like he's really, really good. And maybe I shouldn't use the word carry because nobody carries 11 guys at once, but he can only elevate stinkers so high for so long. Because I mean, if we're being honest, Juju Smith Schuster, if he was still on the Chiefs, he would still be the number one receiver. And that stinks. That is bad. That's not good. Hey, look, there's me. Look at that guy. But yeah, if he was still on the Chiefs, he'd be the number one guy. And he's not very good anymore.
Yeah. It's I don't know, it's sad. I mean, Rasheed Rice has been better, but I mean that doesn't say a whole lot. Like Justin Watson can't be leading your team in yards for more than one game a year because some guys have that game. Um,
Yeah, of
it
course.
just can't really happen. Again, it was a wet, kind of gross game, but this was the Super Bowl, and it might be a Super Bowl preview again because with the way it's going, the Eagles have one loss. They have a pretty tough schedule coming up, but I mean, they're going to end this season with 12, 13 wins. The Chiefs are probably going to end this season with 11, 12, 13 wins. And we're going to be looking at these teams as the favorites to play again with another Kelsey reunion and the whole sheboing boing again in the Super Bowl. So hopefully they play better. Again, Jalen Hurts is probably the Vegas favorite for MVP at the moment. And that's kind of a problem. I don't know. It's not a good MVP-esque year. And we talked about it last week with Christian McCaffrey and Myles Garrett. If I had a vote, and I'll probably never have a vote because they wouldn't want people who watch the games, they just rather look at numbers. Um, McCaffrey or Garrett would actually be favored over Hurts right now because, like, that's just the state of the league right now. No quarterback's going crazy outside of Kirk Cousins, and then he tore his Achilles. So it's like, oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah, it's definitely a very weird statistical year. I actually I have the quarterback numbers just pulled up. Just reading them, I'm like, who really would be the favorite quarterback? I mean, I guess yeah, you could say Jalen Hurts just because you add in his not running back numbers. Oops, running numbers.
Yeah.
Um, but there's no like wow, like Patrick Mahomes last year with Juju as the number one guy was averaging over 300 yards a game for the better part of the season, and you were like, wow, like
Yeah.
how is this man still putting up these numbers? There's not a single quarterback that you're looking at that makes you go, oh my gosh, he's incredible. Maybe outside of CJ Stroud, but that's not because he's looking like the best quarterback in the league. That's because he's looking like this incredible rookie that's just taken the league by storm, which completely different circumstances. But you could have an argument for putting CJ Stroud in the top 5 MVP. That could be fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely an argument to be made. I don't really see a world where CJ and the Texans wind up being more than 2 games over 500. It's really hard to give MVP to a guy on a team with 8 wins, maybe at most 9 wins. Like, it's really hard unless you're doing, like, the heavy lifting, which he kind of is, but that is what it is. Um,
He do be
but
lifting.
yeah, the heavy lifting is nice. But again, this was one of the better games. Shout out. We appreciate greatness on a Monday night again, despite the rain and all that. But tomorrow we're recording this on Wednesday. It's a decent chance you're listening to it either on Turkey Day or like right after. We got our classic teams playing on Thanksgiving. 3 games on the slate: Packers, Lions, Commanders, Cowboys, and 49ers, Seahawks. 3 divisional games. They're not terrible,
Can I start this segment with a question?
of course.
I don't have the answer. I'm just off the
Okay.
top of your head.
Okay.
When's the last time you turned on Thanksgiving Packers Lions and were like, "Oh, this game's fun. It matters."
Been
For
a
the
while.
first time, and usually it's the Lions' fault.
Yeah.
For the first time, it's the Packers' fault. But even the Packers, 4 and 6 are still kind of in the mix. But it's one of the few times where I'm like, wow, I actually want to watch the Lions while I wait for Thanksgiving dinner to be cooked.
I mean, if you're around our age and maybe a little bit older, you've watched your entire life and said, why in the world are the Lions a guaranteed play on Thanksgiving? They have been terrible. And I forgot the year. You might remember it, but the Lions are 8-2 for the first time since like insert whatever year we're like segregation was still going. Like when the Lions were last 8-2, pretty sure the tweet said like two black men couldn't go into like a restaurant together. It's like it's been so long and they're finally good on a Thanksgiving. It's nice to see. And the Packers being bad is always really nice to see for me. So a highlight of my day at 12:30 in the morning is seeing the Packers hopefully lose for once on a Thanksgiving. Be very nice. Be very nice. On the
Yeah,
other
no.
hand, Commanders are horrible.
Yeah, no one's
And
watching that.
the fact that you lose twice to the Giants in a season, and one of them is to the Italian mobster himself at QB. Um, I don't know how Ron Rivera still has a job. It's probably because it's a short week. There's no way it's because, like, if they had an actual normal Sunday to Sunday, there's no way he doesn't get fired.
Yeah, obviously as a Giants fan, it's just like default. I hate the Commanders. I don't like the Commanders, even though they've never been any threat to the Giants when the Giants are good. They're like useless
Besides the
franchise.
RJ3
Yeah, they've
outside of that.
if I were to guess over the last 10 years, they've had more name changes than playoff appearances. I could be wrong, but it feels like a correct stat. I just can't stand the Commanders. And now I'm over here like, okay, the Giants are garbage. Maybe we could just get a top 2 to 3 pick. That'd be pretty cool. No, the Commanders still exist. So
Mhm.
we're gonna get two extra wins just because we get to play the big W twice a year.
That is actually so cruel, and I'm sorry about that. And I'm so sorry about that.
It's
That
funny.
is
I didn't know if you were gonna like say anything that I said was cruel or if you were actually gonna apologize to me. So I appreciate that. Just
yeah,
standing in
yeah.
solidarity with me. It really just makes me feel
Exactly,
better.
exactly. My brother. Like, I got you. I got you. The Cowboys, the line is 13.5 on that. I'd probably slam that personally. I'm not betting, but I'd slam
I am.
that. I am. That's so good. And then 49ers Seahawks. This is the best game of the day. It's at 8:20, which is kind of crazy. The times between these games. Um, that's the best game of the day, and the Seahawks have a like brutal schedule for their next handful of games. Lost a heartbreaker this weekend. They are at home, and it's a divisional game. Crazier stuff has happened. I just don't see a way that the Niners don't honestly just destroy them, for lack of a better word. I'm thinking at least two scores at least, but don't shoot the messenger.
I'll say at least there's reason to believe that all three of these games can be fun.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not
They're all divisional. Crazy stuff
that
happening.
yeah, that this is true.
Short week, divisional games. Who's to say?
And then while we're on the topic, we get a Black Friday game.
Do we?
That's new,
That a
no?
thing?
That it
It is. Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. First,
that's
first
new,
year
right?
ever. Yeah, first year ever Black Friday game at 3 o'clock, and it's the Jets and the Dolphins. So yes,
I
another
just
divisional game. Guess what I will be doing? Not watching.
yeah, no, there's no reason to.
None.
'Cause,
Zero.
the Jets have this really fun game script where in most games the defense makes it look like there's a chance for 3 quarters, and then the offense is like, "No, there isn't. There is no
I don't.
chance
I don't. I
whatsoever."
don't care how close the score might look in a Jets game this season. I'm told Tim Boyle for MVP is what the streets. By streets, I mean our producer is telling us. Uh,
He's
interesting.
probably gonna be better than Zach Wilson, but if that's the bar, then the bar is off the screen. Like way
It's
off the
like it's
screen.
like it's like in limbo when it's to the point where like the parents just have it on the ground and they're just like hee 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 you can't
Well
get this hee hee hee. It's
well,
like
to
that.
to take it like a step further than that, I'm
Okay,
recording from the basement and the bar is beneath me. So, like, that's a really low bar.
it's a really
Like,
low bar.
that's, like, really low. Like,
You
Zach
want to know?
Wilson,
You want to know a cool basement stat as a divergent thing? If I were in a basement right now, I would be drowning. Shout out to Florida. Sea level, crazy, crazy.
I feel
That
like
is your.
this, how long have we been on? Probably, like, 10 minutes. Like, the first 10 minutes of this has been, like, half sports and half just random one-off stupid one-liners that we're just saying, "What is wrong with us?"
Quite a bit, but that's not for this. This is not a therapy session. This is a podcast, sir. This is a podcast, and we talk sports around here. Yeah, I mean, shout out to the Black Friday. I mean, that's kind of weird, and I don't know if I like it yet. Um, soon we're gonna be getting Saturday games, and that's annoying too. So whatever. It is what it is. The only game I care about on Friday is my Ducks are playing the Oregon State Beavers. That's all I care about. Everything else, maybe I'll go shopping a little bit. I don't know. Anybody getting a
Yeah,
TV for Black Friday or like anything crazy? I got some
dude,
AirPods already for myself. They're on sale.
can we
Shout out.
talk about how much sense that doesn't make? I've always wondered this. No one needs a TV for 364 days of the year, and then all of a sudden, everyone needs a TV.
Everybody.
Every
Upgrades.
single person in the
Upgrades,
fucking world
man.
needs a TV.
All right, well, pivot again. Why is it that like any house, there's any house, any apartment out there, if it's only women living in it, the biggest TV they have is like 32 inches. Girls, what's going on? Are you scared of big TVs?
We're
Is it
trying to
like
watch
a
the
is it like
game.
a is it like a window thing? Or are you just like nervous? Like you can watch whatever you watch, just bigger, maybe even better quality. Just get like a little 55-inch.
Another pivot. This is- so a couple
Snowballing, baby.
so
Yeah.
so a couple months back, my dad bought this brand new TV. It's like the OLED, like the
Mhm.
really nice color
Beefy.
ones, like 50 something inches. And he brings it home, and the first thing he turns on is like a 1995 Family Guy episode. I'm like, Dad, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, you got this brand new TV. Why is this the first thing that's getting shown on this brand new TV?
Nah, if you get a new TV like that, the first thing you gotta do is put on, like, Planet Earth.
That's what I'm saying.
4K Planet Earth, let it ride. Put your surround sound on, you'll feel like the gazelles, like, that's
Dude,
living. That's
do
living.
you know did you know that Netflix shows, like, different options if you have a better TV?
Yeah,
Dude, I didn't know
yeah.
that. So,
It's
like,
like YouTube, which,
on
by the
my
way, if you're watching
TV
this, subscribe on YouTube.
this is true, the button's, like I don't know where I'm at in these videos, but I think I'm on the right side. The button's probably actually, like, right there.
Yeah, it's under you. Yeah,
It's probably,
click
like,
it.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah, click it.
But, yeah,
Click it.
dude, I was like I didn't realize that. So, like, on my TV, if I put on something on Netflix, it's like, "Yeah, here's 1080p." But on my dad's TV, it's like 1080p ultra super duper this, no kryptonite this, and I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Like, what?
He big leagued you.
He absolutely did.
He big leagued you. Another pivot real fast. What's what's your best Thanksgiving food?
Best
Since
Thanksgiving
we're
food.
we're in the holiday spirits, Black Friday,
Uh,
everything.
well, unfortunately, I am white.
He
Um,
likes turkey or stuffing. No.
no, no, no. So that means
Oh,
and my whole family is white, and that means I never get excited for Thanksgiving.
oh okay.
With that being said, I hope none of my family members watch this. But no,
Very
I
valid.
I will say I am a big stuffing guy. I do enjoy me some
Well, that
stuffing.
makes sense.
I
That makes
yeah,
sense.
but you can never go wrong with a really, really, really good baked mac and cheese.
It has to be good because the floor for a mac and cheese is really low and the ceiling is really high. So it's kind of a
Yeah,
crapshoot whenever you see it,
it's
honestly.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of times where I have, like, special mac and cheese, and I'm like, "Yeah, I would've just preferred Velveeta, actually,"
Yeah. Like actually, like
which is
it's
unfortunate.
cheesier. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Your
I'm
favorite
a big
Thanksgiving food?
I'm a big candied yams guy. I don't know how I ended up this way, but I like it. It's very good. I look forward to that every year. It's like the one thing where I'm like, "Imma eat it. Imma eat it. Imma eat it." Oh,
My
yeah.
favorite part about Thanksgiving is getting my plate and trying to sneak to the couch to watch the game instead of going to the table. That's that's my favorite
Okay.
game to play, actually.
Okay.
And putting on, like, the Pink Panther music in the background.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. He's tiptoeing away. Your little foot patters. All right. Enough tangents. Enough tangents. We do have a brand new segment for you guys today that is provided to you, powered by the good old 24 kin over here. He's going
Brand
to
new segment. The producer's about to put it on screen. It's called "He's Better Than Who?" And it's pretty simple. I'm gonna name one player, and we are going to compare him to 5 players, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, Julian, is this player better than this guy?" He will say yes or no, maybe give a little reason, and we will just keep moving on and on and on and on. And we think it will make for good debate, good discussion, and
It's true.
maybe we'll say some outlandish things. I don't know. Who knows?
Who's to say?
We are going to
I'm
start
ready.
off with a fun one. It is someone that we already talked about off screen. I don't remember if we talked about him on screen. No, we did talk about him on screen. CJ Stroud.
Oh, okay.
We're going to start off with what I think is a pretty cold one. CJ Stroud, is he better than Derek Carr?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's yeah, super cold. Yeah,
Pretty cold.
maybe
Pretty
not
cold.
prime Derek Carr though.
Maybe not. Maybe
Like
not.
prime Derek Carr was kind of nice, but
Okay.
no,
Okay.
no, CJ's way better.
All right. So okay, let's see. That's a good start. CJ like a nice little mild little start. Pretty simple.
Yeah,
Next up, CJ Stroud. Is he better than Sam Howell?
yeah. I mean, Sam has like numbers, but like Sam's not a franchise quarterback. As cool as he might be, he's not a franchise quarterback. CJ clears.
Okay.
CJ clears.
So two that he clears. Okay. Now here's where I think we might get into a little bit of spice. CJ Stroud, is he better than Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, that
See
is
the
a little
eyes.
spicy.
See the eyes going back and
That
forth,
is a
right?
little spicy. CJ Stroud is not as talented as Trevor Lawrence. Is he better than Trevor Lawrence? Maybe. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
are,
Yes.
are you sure?
Trevor has better weapons. Trevor has like a weapon at every position. He has a great tight end. He has two good wide receivers. He has a pretty solid running back. And at this point, the Houston offense is better than the Jags. No, I mean, I don't know their numbers like straight off the top, but
I
like
can tell you, CJ Stroud
they're
does
playing each
have.
other this week. That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Jacksonville's favored. Maybe that's some stands for something. I don't know.
Well, they did play once already, and the Texans did horrifying things to the Jaguars. I believe the score
Okay.
was 34-14, if I'm not mistaken.
See, I'm liking that. I'm looking at their numbers side by side right now. CJ is clearing easily this season.
I mean, the
Um,
one thing I would say, I mean, Lawrence is more efficient.
yeah,
Sure,
yeah,
yeah, you can give him
yeah.
that. But
I think Trevor is more talented, though. I really do. I do think Trevor's more talented. Like I know we've had a couple years of Trevor Lawrence, and he's felt like not this beacon of light we kind of thought he was getting drafted, but no, Trevor's still more talented. CJ's the better player right now, though. Both of those can exist in the same. You know what I'm saying? Feel
oh,
me?
of course, I agree.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So CJ, to answer you, CJ.
Okay, okay. See, that was tough though. See, you like the build up here. You like the
Yeah, 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 yeah,
see
yeah.
see what I'm saying.
Yeah,
What I'm saying. All
I
right.
got you. I hear you.
So CJ Stroud, is he better than Justin Herbert?
No,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
no,
Judging by how hard the last one was, I had a feeling that's where we were going with this one.
no. No. Justin is pretty easily a top three quarterback, especially from what we've seen out of quarterbacks this year. We've seen some guys we thought were really good kind of regress. Obviously, Joe Burrow's been hurt.
Right.
But like it's Mahomes and like Burrow and Herbert and Lamar, and then it's like a step down.
You know, speaking of Joe Burrow being injured, um, I actually forgot he was injured, so he was the fifth person on my list here. But I'm going to pivot and try to really quickly just think of someone different. Let's do CJ Stroud.
Okay.
Is he better than? Here's a fun one. Brock Purdy.
That one's kind of weird too. CJ's a better quarterback, I think. I think his ceiling is way higher. But with that being said, too, I don't know if CJ could ever run an offense as efficiently as Brock Purdy does. But I don't think that
Okay.
matters because I think like you could take like if you put Brock Purdy on the Texans, they're a 3-win team, probably.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. That might even be dragging it a little bit. It might even.
No, I think they're at least he's not that bad. Like he could like he's good. Um if you want more out of your quarterback, you want CJ. Brock Purdy might be like the best game manager outside of like maybe a Kirk Cousins or like an Alex. Why am I blanking on his name? Alex Smith. Like
Alex
those
Smith,
guys, like
or like
he's in that
yeah,
realm of like really, really good game manager.
like rookie Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I felt like rookie Dak was pretty explosive. That wasn't
Eh,
super game managing. I
eh.
rookie Dak is the reason that we still talk about Dak, and that was years ago. That was 7 years ago. So, um, we're gonna go CJ. Also, Joe Burrow's better than CJ Stroud. Let's just do that. Well, since you
Yeah,
mentioned it, Joe Burrow's
yeah.
better. I don't
No,
care.
that's
I don't care
valid.
how not great he was this year. He's better. No, but CJ's really good. I mean, there's a really easy argument that CJ's a top 10 quarterback right now. I think he is, especially with the down year quarterbacks that we've had. We're
It's fine.
prisoners
Just
of the
punch your
moment
mic.
for
It's cool.
quarterbacks. Yeah, I did. I did hit that pretty hard. No, CJ's better. CJ clears. Um, Again, he's not better than Mahomes, not better than Herbert, not better than Lamar. Even with like the up and downness of Josh Allen, I don't know if I'd have him above him. Like, I know we like to slander Josh Allen around here, but like let's let's still be real for a second. You know what I'm saying? Like let's still be real. Um,
Big Josh Allen slanderer.
yeah, but we'll still respect him a little bit. Like we'll hone it in.
Eh,
Um,
something like that.
no, but CJ's easily top 10, and he's probably closer to 5 than 10, at
Oh
least right now
gosh.
for this season. And this is all we've seen.
Just got flashbanged. Absolutely flashbanged. Coleridge Bernard Stroud. I'm sorry, Mr. Producer. That's his name?
That's his name.
That's
Yeah,
his
that's his
name?
name. That's his
Yeah,
name.
I
Wow.
was chilling on Football Reference, and Coleridge Bernard Stroud the fourth
The fourth.
is
Yes.
his name.
There was the
So
thing where his
shout out
dad
CJ.
like has never seen him play football, and he really wants his dad to see him play football. It's a super heartwarming story. I hope his dad never gets to see him play football. He's done a lot of crimes. He's in jail for a reason. He did them all.
As you get smoked by somebody named Coleridge.
Dude, I need that to be one of those memes where it's just his headshot. The
He's
eyes
got
are
laser
red.
eyes.
They had the laser eyes. It's deep fried. You just got destroyed by Coleridge Bernard. Like that's what I need. That's really good. No, CJ's awesome. CJ's awesome. And you know what? I was a CJ hater coming into the year. Not so much for him, but I think Ohio State quarterbacks are always disappointing. And
That's valid. That's valid.
I didn't think it would end with him. So shout out.
So
So yeah, what you got?
random little pivot, right? I happen to have the quarterback numbers up on my screen right now.
Okay.
So do you know who's gotten sacked the most this season?
Sacked the most. It would have been Daniel Jones, but he is obviously broken in half.
This is true. It would
Um,
have been Daniel Jones. You are right.
it would have been Daniel Jones by quite a bit.
Right
Bad
now,
O
it's
lines.
someone else by quite a bit.
Bad O lines. Is it Joe Burrow? No.
No,
Who
not
is
Joe
it?
Burrow.
Joe
It is
Burrow's led the league in sacks since he's been drafted. I know that.
yeah. This season, it is Sam Howell. So
That makes sense. That
I'll
makes
tell you,
sense.
second place is Zach Wilson. He's gotten sacked 38 times. Just throw out a number for Sam Howell. I've with all the
It's probably like 52. It's probably crazy.
51. That was close.
Oh,
51?
oh. Yeah,
Brother,
that's.
that is over 4.5 sacks a game.
You know what? I'm a little curious about Sam Howell because he's actually had a really good year despite that. Are we seeing a Kirk Cousins like 2.0, like the same exact arc? Kirk, his entire career until this season, has had horrible offensive lines. He's been sacked his whole career, but he's put up the yards. He's had pretty efficient offenses for the most part. I feel like that could be kind of cooking here with a Sam Howell.
Yeah, I might have to watch a Commanders game and see if like is the O-line terrible or is Sam Howell standing back there and just not throwing the football.
Could be both.
Because I know I've watched a couple Jets games this year, and
And those are
oh
on
my
Zach. They're
god,
on Zach.
they're
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah. They're on. Yeah. That's
They're
like
on
he is just
Zach,
holding the ball.
dude.
It's bad. It's
I've
bad.
never
That's why we
seen
hate on him.
someone
It's
like
horrible. There's no presence. None.
that. I was gonna say, like, as
None.
a
No
Giants fan,
awareness.
I've had to watch Daniel Jones's pocket presence, but watching Zach Wilson's pocket presence, I think I've been blessed.
Yeah,
I've
I mean, Daniel Jones
actually
has like semi-awareness. He can run too, so it's like
true, true.
yeah. I mean that's something interesting that I think we should come back to in a couple weeks. Where like we decide we're gonna actually watch some Sam Howell and see if he's like actually good or not.
We
Because
decide we're gonna watch some Sam Howell and see if we even make it to the next episode.
like yeah, we'll be all right.
Cause of
We'll
death.
be
Watch
good.
the Commanders game.
Oof, that is a brutal way to go out. Speaking of brutal ways to go out, we're gonna go. But before we do, we're gonna talk about the game to watch, the spectators game to watch, and the game not to spectate. We'll start with the game to watch this week. We kind of alluded to it, or at least I did earlier. I think the game to watch this week is that Jaguars Texans game. Talked about it, CJ Stroud and Trevor Lawrence, two of the better young quarterbacks in the league, divisional game. I can't tell you the last time a Texans and Jaguars game mattered. Like maybe ever in my life were they good at the same time. So this is kind of cool. They've both been good at times, not together. This is pretty cool. Jags are 2-point favorites. It's in Houston. That's my game to watch. I like that.
I think that's valid. I feel like the one of the only other real options here. I mean, just looking at it real quick, I'd say the only other real option for it is Bills Eagles.
Yeah.
You know, if we get the Bills that Bills fans think the Bills are, then that's an incredible game. And it's one of those games where we're at this make or break point for the Bills. They need to show something. I'm not going to say it's a must win yet, but they have to show that they are really good compared to some of these really good teams, and that they're not just like beating up on all these garbage teams, and that they're not falling off. They're not this, they're not that. They need to show that they're the Bills.
Must win or can't lose.
Must win or can't lose.
Yeah, which is it for the Bills?
That's the same thing.
No, it's not. Must win or can't lose.
That's the same thing.
D.
If it's a must win, then you can't lose it.
No,
If it's a can't lose, then you must win it.
no, you can tie in the NFL.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Oh, I forgot we're on YouTube.
I'm going can't lose.
No,
Can't lose. I like that about you, Brooke. I agree. Can't lose.
You telling me you guys
It's
are
not a
going
must
6
win,
and
but it's a
6?
can't lose. 6
No.
and 6 is crazy.
No.
Crazy. I like that about you, producer, man. Yo, dab me up.
I hate it here.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Dab me up.
hey, that's my boy.
Yeah. The game not to spectate for this week. And I
Who'd
am
the Giants play?
no, there's a worse game. There's two of them. Giants play the Patriots. I alluded to this last week. That game is pitiful. The good news is you have Boston fans and New York fans in the same stadium. Something crazy is going to happen in the stands, and that's worth watching. Tennessee and the Panthers have some of the worst fan bases in the sport, some of the worst quarterbacks in the sport, some of the worst O-lines in the sport. Literally, not a single wide receiver on these teams is any type of good besides the ghost of Adam Thielen.
DeAndre Hopkins exists.
Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins hasn't been very good either. You take away that 1 3-touchdown game, he has not been very good at all.
Okay, but he's had Ryan Tannehill and Will Levis throwing him the football.
Wah, wah. Garrett Wilson's still good with Zach Wilson. Don't care. So, don't care. Don't care.
Those two.
Devontae Adams has been fine. Jimmy Garoppolo stinks. This is
Well,
these
there's
are
also
fair.
there's
The
also
fair thoughts.
No, listen. There's also other weapons on the Raiders though. Like Jacoby Myers has
Who?
also been good.
He has been good. Jacoby Myers has been good.
Hunter Renfrow, when they use him, is also good.
Hunter Renfrow has been bad for like 2 years.
The point is, who are you guarding on the Titans besides DeAndre Hopkins?
Derrick Henry. That ratio hit hard. That was a Mack truck straight to
What
the
are you
face.
even
That was
talking
a
about,
that was a
bro?
Mack truck straight to the face. Don't watch this game. That's really the point. Don't watch this game. Like, there's no reason to. There's no stakes. The teams are bad. The Panthers don't even have their pick, so they want to win, but they can't.
As a Giants
And
fan, I will be rooting for the Panthers.
sure,
What? Because if they win, then it knocks the Bears pick back a
it
little bit.
barely even helps because now the Titans are 3-8. Like, it barely even helps. I agree with you, but it barely even helps.
But you get what I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying. I don't even like it. Don't watch this game, please. Nobody. Just watch
Little
anything
nugget
else.
from producer man. This is back-to-back weeks that the Panthers are your game not to spectate.
Yeah, they're terrible. They're horrible.
Who did they play last week? Oh, they played the Cowboys, right? And they just got smoked.
Yeah, and they did.
Yeah, there was
and we
no
knew
reason to watch it.
Yeah, there was no reason to watch it. They got us smoked as we predicted. I think I said 33. What was the score of that game? Let me find
33
out.
to 10.
If I said 33 on that, I'm him. I think I said the Cowboys are going to win by 33 though, but same difference.
If there's
So-
the same, then there would be no difference.
Can't win or must lose.
They were the same.
Which is this for the Giants? Can't win or must lose.
Can't win.
Okay, I like that. I
Must
like
lose.
that.
Both.
I like Nope, it's one or the other. You can't have your cake and eat it too, buddy. But what you guys can do is make sure you go and find us at Spake Theaters Media on every single social platform: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X, whatever it is, YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. We very much appreciate that. If you're on this on Spotify, give us a rating. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. Download our newest episodes. Go through our old episodes if you want to. We got some good stuff. Appreciate you all. Make sure you follow me at Juliana Cut and Kin over there at _24 Kin. I love you all. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Turkey Day. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. And hopefully you don't wake up too hungover on this Blackout Wednesday. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend. Peace out.